Hello, welcome to Sonatic Automation. We are going to test the control panel, and we are owning the means main power supply. In this panel, we have used the timer. That's why after some times the power came here, and for the safety purpose, we are using the timer so that any spike and something happen, it won't affect our panel. In this control panel, we have used the AC drive, that is a VFD, and there is the one stepper motor, and there is the one servo motor. See here, delta VFD we are using, and here is the stepper motor, and a Panasonic servo motor, and a Panasonic servo drive, and a stepper drive, and the all contactor, and delta PLC analog model we are also using to convert, and SMPS we are using two SMPS, 48 volt and 24 volt. 48 volt we are using for the stepper motor for the better torque control. We can run on the 24 volt also, but we are using 48 volt so that the stepper drive and stepper motor run with the better torque, and we can get the more torque in the terms of the Newton meter. See here, the Panasonic servo motor is there, and the shaft is a stop now. So we are going to there is the remote panel, operating push button panel also. This is a emergency start, stop, and reset. And this is the HMI operating panel. We here is also emergency button. We have pressed the emergency, that's why it's showing emergency press. Once we release, it will goes automatically. And now we can see in manual operating button is also there. So we are going to run this Panasonic servo motor by testing mode and by HMI operating. So we have given the name here torque servo. So once we on that button, torque servo, motor will start here. It slowly, because we have set the RPM, that is okay, but it's not getting that much torque because we have set it 1%. So RPM is as it is, but once we increase the torque, so it will get that much torque to achieve that much RPM. See, the difference is here. We have just increased the torque, we have not increased the RPM. So it's working very good with the proper torque. Okay, and you can see the RPM on the servo drive also, 332 something it's showing. Okay, see here, R for RPM, and now stop, it's showing 0, and now start, it's showing 332, now 0, 332. You can see here servo motor start again, stop, and start. So you can see here the servo motor is rotating in the proper way in anti-clockwise direction. And once it's stopping, it's taking some jerk because we are running on torque mode. So I am holding the shaft by my finger with some certain force. It's showing here 0 speed, means servo motor is stop, and once I'm releasing, it's start automatically because I have given the run command, but we are applying the certain torque on the shaft of the motor, so it's stop. Because this application here is the stepper motor, we can run this stepper motor also in test mode by HMI push button. So it's stepper motor is running now, and stop, stepper motor running now. By inching button we are running it, start and stop, start and stop. See, start and stop. By here is the inching button for the stepper motor. This is the button for heater on off. There is the two heater we are using. For that, temperature is showing room temperature. Once we are owning, means a contactor is there for that heater. stepper motor running. In this panel we have using the complete package for that. And there is the VFD, variable frequency drive, and operating. We have shown the input output. We are going to change the speed of that VFD frequency drive. Here is the written TPM. TPM stand for the tube per minute. So we change the TPM, had a frequency change 32.8. We are changing the frequency by Modbus communication. For that we have uses the telephonic wire, means for Modbus you can use LAN cable also. 55 I have set it for the TPM, that is a calculation converted in the frequency 36.1. So whatever the frequency you want, or operator want, or client want, or as per the machine requirement, you can change from the HMI and directly goes to the VFD, and as per that motor will start. Now we can see how the motor we will run by torque mode, and how can we set the parameter by Panatram software. So we will see here everything in the detail. This is the Panatram software we are going to use. We are using the that mini D type cable. We can see here the external brake release, zero speed detection, servo ready output, servo alarm output, speed arrival output, torque in limit input signal. So all detail, everything is given here. A torque command, actual speed deviations, and the command pulses, load ratio, all those things we can see here. The alarm also we can monitor it. Basically we are in a monitor mode. Now we go in the alarm mode. So once we press the alarm mode, so there is one pop-up and page will open, new page. See here, there is the no alarms because the servo motor is running on the on drive. There is the no alarm, that's why it's showing no alarms. See here, you can see it also. And now come to the monitor mode, where zero speed detection, ZSP. So once the motor is running, it will show zero speed detection. So by HMI we can run the servo motor. We have given the one button for that. See here, zero speed detection is untick, means motor is stop. So once the motor start running, it will be tick, means now motor is running, and servo is ready output, and now motor is stop. ZSP is untick. You can see it here clearly. It's changing the position, tick to untick, tick to untick. So once you can see below here that graph also, RPM and everything. The important thing is that we are running this servo motor in torque mode, and for that we are giving a 0 to 10 volt for a speed also, and for the torque also by DA card, digital to analog. DA card, digital to analog, note it down, digital to analog DA card. Okay, Delta DA card, DVP 0 to DA. So I'm going to stop that shaft by holding and applying some certain torque or in force. So it's a stop now, and once I release, it will run continuously, because we have given the continue run mode command. So we are not giving the zero speed, or we are not going to stop the run command. That's why once I release it, means once we taking back our force by our applying our finger, so it's again achieving that speed and that position. So you can see it clearly. We can see on the display also the speed of that actual servo motor on the servo drive. R for a speed, and now it's showing 0, and now it's showing certain speed, 600 700 something. So it's going up and down. See how fast means it's achieving that speed. Just for the testing and trial purpose we are running it. We can run this servo motor in 3000 rpm. This is the rated servo motor torque for this model is 3000 rpm. In the picture you are showing a stepper motor also, so don't be confused. There is the one servo motor and one stepper motor. This is the D type, mini D type connector we are using, and directly goes to the laptop. Interface cable is there, encoder cable is there, power cable is there, and just beside the Panasonic servo drive there is a stepper drive, and these cables are for that power cable, encoder cable. We will show online how it's working that stepper motor. Now we come to the online, and we have written that instruction DPLSY K2 and K0, and once we press the inch button, so it's working here. And for the torque mode we have written 0 to 10 volt, and 0 to 10 for the volt for the speed, and once we are scrolling down we have written down 0 to 10 volt for the speed, and 0 to 10 volt for the torque also, as per the client requirement and as per the demand of the machine. So we can increase the torque and speed in terms of the 0 to 10 volt. So see here, we have written servo speed and all, read and write in function. You can see here in the comments also torque and everything. And we have done scaling also. This machine going for the Fevicol. You had the name the Fevicol means that Fevicol tube where the cap tightening and everything is done by this. And so as per the customer and operator will set the torque here. So once it's tight the cap of the tube, so automatically that servo motor will be stop. And basically we are trying to help India for make in India and made in India, a bit help to India for Atmanirbhar means self-reliance. For this we are giving free online training by our videos, sharing knowledge, giving training to fresher engineer, trainee engineer, college student, BTech, MTech and PhD. Already given training and seminar in so many IITs. So subscribe our channel to help India, and do share with whoever related to industrial automation, mechanical, electrical, electronics and machine manufacturer. Be connected for the next videos. Thank you for watching.